Hey folks, and welcome to part 2 of our challenge to hit 120 while taking as few hits as possible. That number is not going to be 0, as we got hit last time by a leaping worgen. But how many hits will we take this time? Well, let's get started. Leaving the Stormwind Kingdoms, we head to Lochmoden. Should I have looked into Dunbarrow? Most likely. Should I have stayed in Lochmoden for a bit? Well, either way, we head north to the wetlands. During the path we encounter a quest to kill orcs, which seems viable. Some look like archers, something scary, but the Felguard should be able to manage. Or not. Oh well. Moving along, we reach our first hub. Armed with swim speed now, we can make short work and move on to the Darkland Dwarves, where we find their leader in a cave and... oh, he's not in the cave anymore. Abandoning that quest and adding one to the count, we move along to the Night Elves. Here we come across another thing for our imaginary clipboard of dangers, quick respawns. And these do respawn pretty quickly. Luckily, when mobs respawn they do have a brief period where they don't seem to notice you, which, thanks to our Felguard's charge, is enough for him to take the initial threat. This place is particularly bad for respawns. Or good, since it's the main place to farm the red whelpling pet. Now then, these Blackrock orcs were kinda worrying. So what location is up next? Let's see. The Explorers League. Knocking out all the quests easily, we skip to the next ones, attacking the Blackrock Orcs. Am I justified in finding Blackrock Orcs and their archers scary? Maybe. Menathilla's next, and more water fun time leads us to the Murlocs. They were fine in Elwyn, so we just mouse over their buffs, we read it carefully, and attack. Oh, yeah, so despite reading it briefly, I completely missed the reflecting damage, so that's it, hit 3 and another quest to abandon. Choosing not to brave the next hub, which has no safe route to it, we head up to the Thandol Span and are faced with Riflemen, which means we're off to Arathi. My aim is to hit level 40 before the Western Plague lands on this route, but it's looking bad. Also looking bad is this quest to kill many kobolds, only for me to realise the ending is in a cave and promptly abandon it. Arathi is a really slow zone, nearly untouched with the Cataclysm revamp. The Syndicate quest line is completely off limits because of stealth mobs, so all we really have is the pirates. The pirates, however, do well. We have the escort quest that needs no escorting, an underwater gathering and kill quest that despite the charging Naga, I brave it and take no damage. And finally, another escort/protection quest, which doesn't really need any help. With that, we're allowed to start the hinterlands, but we are massively behind where we need to be. Hinterland starts off well, but the second major hub is in the middle of the forest. This is a problem for many zones, especially this early on. We simply can't ride through until we get flying, so we have to fight our way out, and onto the beach so we can quest. The next stop from this hub is a cave, something that I was scared of before. But we need to be brave here. Alas, being brave is one thing, being safe is another. While fighting towards the named NPC, I see a disaster waiting to happen. A patrol I didn't clear heading towards me. Alas, after fighting under the boss, our Felguard is weak and easily killed, so we get meleeed twice before the patrol goes down. That's another 2 hits and a valuable lesson about safety in caves. Next up would be Jinthara Law, but I've been up there before and I know it's not going to end well if we do. So what to do next? Well, deciding to explore some areas I was too scared to test earlier. We're going to head back to Elwyn and knock out the cave explorations with no harm done, as well as the boars by bravely hiding behind a door. Back to Redridge and I work on the start of the Blackrock chain, where my fears about the Blackrock and their archers are well founded and we take 3 rapid hits. We can take them out, we just sort of need to stay safely away and let the Felguard handle it solo. That's all from here though. Last stop on our revisit is Dustwood. We weren't trying the Worgen again, but we do have more stuff with the undead to try, namely the graveyard. My fears here are completely unfounded, even in regards to the gibbering ghoul, but we're still shy of 40 and stealth mobs block our way through the rest of the zone. That means we are going back to Lochmoden, at least to level 40. Lack of roads and evil wildlife makes me hesitant to head to the east side, but along the left side we can kill bears and spiders and loot a bit of paper. Now we're going to ignore the shooty duels, it's not enough. So I head to the border and kill this bear, which we just have to outrange because we don't want it to be hit a second time. I am going to have to do a Felguard only challenge at some point. A couple of quests to kill some trogs, and that safely brings us to level 40, and a Hearthstone back to Stormwind gives us our epic flying. Next time we'll be heading to Booty Bay, and we'll see how bad the Plague Lands are. Until then, thanks for watching.